Hey guys, this is Alexander Zverev. This is not your average lesson. Meet me on top court and let's get to work. What people don't realize.
Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing today? You guys ready for a little Division Tom Clancy show today? Should be starting in about 15 minutes. We went a little bit early to get everybody in here. Just talk about what we learned so far, what your thoughts on everything is. Looks like, yep, they are live already. So we're gonna put watch now, leave this in the background. Oh, they're actually starting in 30 minutes. What? I guess they delayed it a little bit. So they were actually supposed to start. They were supposed to start a little bit earlier. So yeah, so we got a little bit of time. The hype is gonna build in here. Have a little, hopefully you guys are ready for everything that's about to be shown today. Let me get the chat up real quick. Hey, appreciate you guys for the show what was it? Was it Friday? No, Saturday. Saturday, it was crazy. We had, what, 1,400 people in here watching the Ubisoft show right here. Appreciate all of you guys who came through. Everybody who missed it and you guys watched the video afterwards, appreciate that too. Leave a thumbs up on the stream, guys. We'll get the stream going in a second. Let me know what you guys are actually looking for. What you guys are looking for right now. Supposedly, they're gonna be showing a new game mode. If you look right here, wait, let's back out of it. Let's minimize this real quick. Supposedly, they're not showing news on the new game mode. So if we go to Twitter and we go to more, so one of the developers, he actually tweeted this out. So at first I thought we were just gonna hear about season 10, but he actually wrote this and he said, tune in for our season 10 live stream plus some info on the new game mode. So I guess we're gonna get some kind of new info. Maybe we know it's a PvE mode, but what is it? What kind of mode is it? So maybe we'll see more of that soon. So they did announce that, so we'll get this open real quick. Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Hey, Cheryl, thank you for upgrading today. I saw you upgrade earlier in the stream before I even got here. Appreciate you coming through. Hey, Tony, good to see some of the members in here. Morales, thank you for being in here today. Ryan, hey, I love seeing the badges next to the name. If you guys want to have badges for any of the streams for this channel, or when you're commenting in videos, or when you want any of the emotes, you guys can click the link at the very top and that'll allow you to join our members. The apparel event does looks better than what we probably got the last two apparel events. I will say that. Even though we just got little snippets, I did see it. Hey Danny, what's going on? Hey Skills, I hope the game mode turns out to the one we heard about last year. What mode was that, Shady? Yo, Black Test, what's going on? Peter forgot to make the coffee. Yo, so I woke up this morning. You guys don't even want to know. I woke up this. What is this? They got an ad in the middle of this thing? So I woke up this morning and we had no water in my building. I guess they're working on it. So I had to go get like a bottle of water to like brush my teeth. Like I had no water. So that's what we've been doing. We're trying to get trying to figure out. They said they're gonna fix it though, the whole building. So I didn't wake up in a good mood today, so it was all good though. Hey, Black Tusk, thank you for joining the School of Skills. Appreciate you, man. Hey, welcome, baby. PvP changes will be in the next patch. Yeah. They said that PvP changes will be focused in the next patch, so that's what you should be looking forward to. They did say that that's when they were really gonna focus. I honestly think the big changes to PvP really won't happen till they release that new specialization tree. If they ever do, I feel like that's the one thing that can change it. Yo, T, welcome to the School of Skills. Appreciate the love, man, as always. Thank you so much for showing the love. Hey, love to see the members joining. Saw the test stuff in the trailer. Much excited. Yeah, I'm excited for I'm excited for the apparel stuff. I want to know what's gonna happen with the who we're hunting. Is the story gonna be as good as last one? Because if you guys remember, the last manhunt was actually pretty good, right? We can all admit the last manhunt was probably like the story, at least when you did the mission, everything. That build up was actually pretty good. Are we gonna see something like that? Like, are we gonna see something that good in this one, or are we gonna be let down? What about Schaefer? Is he gonna even be part of this one? Because you know the way the last manhunt ended, he was like in a coma, right? And then you had Kelso was looking over him, right? Like saying, we need to wake him up. We got to figure out how to wake him up. What happens next, right? That's what I want to know. Is this story going to continue on with that? Hey, what's going on, Ryan? I'm hoping for the new game mode is like survival in Division 1. Honestly, guys, so let's talk about survival, because a lot of people ask that question, right? Survival. I think once we see what Heartland is, I honestly think Heartland is survival 2.0. Like when you look at it, when you go into the game, you like based on what you start with, what you don't start with, it's kind of like a survival. Like it's kind of survivalish. I think it's their version on survival, but a way for them to monetize it, right? So you go in and you have nothing, but now they have an audience who wanted that, right? So they released it in its own standalone, and then people will buy like the battle pass for it. It was a way for them to monetize. That's what I see on Heartland. So I haven't played it, so I don't know. But based on what we've seen, the short videos, I think that's what it's going to turn out to be. And I still think, like graphically, it really was, for me, it looked underperforming. But that could change too, because I seen some of the screenshots, and the screenshots look really good. So, and those were in-game screenshots. So I don't know if the gameplay they showed us was alpha footage, was it early build footage, and they just wanted to show some gameplay, because gamers are always complaining. Like, you gotta think about it, we're always complaining about only trailers, right? Like, because most of the time, all we see is trailers when they first announce a game. It's rare that the first announcement of a game we see gameplay, right? Because this was the first time we saw anything official of Heartland. So yeah, it didn't look as graphically, it looked pretty underperforming, but it was also the first time we saw anything. So I think that, to me, I think that might be early gameplay. And as the game is progressing, when they get the final game out, it'll definitely look a lot better. Especially, I can't imagine PC looking like that. And then even the next gen console. So we'll see. We'll see what they do with it. But I think that's kind of like your survival 2.0. But once we get to play it, that's when we'll know, right? We won't know what it is until we actually get an open beta, closed beta, or whatever. So that's what I get out of. It's kind of like your survival 2.0-ish version. So if you notice, that's what they kind of did with all the game modes. Think about it. Division 1, we had a bunch of game modes, right? We had Underground, we had Resistance, we had, what was the other one? We had Last Stand, Skirmish, whatever. So they created Countdown, which if you think about it, it's kind of like a Resistance, but not really. And Summit's kind of like an underground, but you're going up instead of going through, and then each floor changes. So I feel like Survival, Heartland was Survival 2.0 kind of. But I don't know. I haven't played it, so that's why I think based on what I've seen and the more information I get on it, the more I kind of see that as a Survival 2.0. Hey, Killer, thank you for joining School of Skills. Appreciate you. Appreciate the love. Hey, thanks everybody coming through. When is season 10? Season 10 starts tomorrow, guys. So get ready. Tomorrow morning, you guys will have access to season 10. Today, they're going to show us everything that's coming to season 10. And then one of the developers did say that they're going to give us some info on the new game mode. Hey, Alvin, thank you for joining the School of Skills. Appreciate you. Hey, appreciate everybody today coming out. Holy moly. Hey, thanks for the love, guys, as always. Yo, you know what all you guys can do? Hey, smash the thumbs up on the stream, guys. That would be great. We got about 20 minutes. Let's just answer some questions as we're waiting. The new mode is going to be 12 players with 2 getting picked as hunters randomly. Hopefully. Shady, you think so? Just casually working out and waiting for the special report. How's everybody doing today? You guys all having a good morning? Greeting from Australia. Hey, Lone, greetings from South Florida. Hey, Bob, welcome to School of Skills, baby. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys showing the love. Holy moly, thank you guys. You guys are killing it today. Heartland gameplay was earlier gameplay, I believe. That's what I think, Patty. 100%. Because even, to be honest, guys, even the leaked footage, I seen some leaked footage of Heartland that looked better than the gameplay I saw in that video, in the video. So to me, like that, I don't know how you go one and then go back. I think that's earlier footage to me. I don't know. It might not be, but the footage I seen progressively gotten better. Hey, Swag. Hey, thank you for joining the School of Skills, baby. Appreciate you guys coming through. We should get recruited in the hunters and like Feilau have hunt down. Hey, Angel, appreciate you. I think Division Resurgence will bring a lot of players. Greetings from Seattle. What's going on, Hollywood? Hey, Matt, feels like fall here in Indiana. Yo, it is hot as balls here in South Florida. Holy, yo, so we went to the game yesterday. I went to the game yesterday. We were in a covered area, and it was hot. Like I'm talking about, it was like 92, but it felt like it was 105. Like if I was in the sun, I would have been burning up. So it was a good game though. But man, I'm waiting for it to cool down. It always takes a little bit longer here. Like we'll probably get like a month of 75, and we were like, okay, that's cold for us, you know. So I'm hoping it cools down a little bit. Greetings from Ohio. Greetings, Skills from Birmingham, UK. Buzzing for this. Can't wait. Hey, Adam, appreciate you coming through. Hola de Puerto Rico. Hey, what's up, Jamie, baby? Appreciate you, man. I think Resurgence will help the devs work on the future Division 3. Greetings from Chicago. Yo, guys, fun fact, I only have ice in here because we have no water in my house right now. So I'm hoping that the ice melts. Baltimore checking in. Where y'all from? Good morning, guys. It's a PvE mode. How would that work? Yeah, Tony, that's what I was wondering. It's a PvE mode, so I don't know. They should drop a new New York City DLC for December where New York City is covered in snow, or even add DZ and expand the map. Honestly, Pro, I wish they would do an expansion. I think if they do any type of Warlords type expansion, that's not going to happen till next year. It probably wouldn't happen. Hold on, guys. And make sure you guys smash a like on the stream. Appreciate you guys coming through. Greetings from Bolivia. Where do I live? I live in Miami, Florida, South Florida, bro. Yo, yeah, definitely smack the like button. Hey, Vendetta, well, welcome. Appreciate you coming through. Research is going to become priority moving forward. Nothing like mobile money. I think it's gonna be a mixture, to be honest. I just know that there is money in mobile gaming right now. There's a reason why Call of Duty's doing mobile gaming. There's a reason why Rainbow Six has mobile coming. There's a reason why Assassin's Creed's doing mobile gaming. Ubisoft sees that there is money in mobile gaming, obviously, and that's why they're going. But I'm not gonna discredit that the game, to me, looks pretty solid. And the one thing I will tell you though that I saw about Division Resurgence, did you guys see? Hold on, let's back it up real quick. Wait. Did you guys see the countdown timer on the mask? To me, I think that gives it a really nice twist on the Dark Zone. I feel like the Dark Zone is kind of like repetitive now. And while PvP is fun, there's going to be PvP modes in there. But I feel like this one's going to cause players to like really like either you're going to go to a different extraction or you're going to try to fight other players early on. You might be a little bit more scared to fight players because you don't know what kind of build they have. If you die, you leave. Where's it at? I just wanted to show you that. So this Dark Zone trailer right here. While we wait. So like right when you see at the very beginning, right when you guys see at the very beginning, the timer. To me, that is a cool twist on the Dark Zone. I think the way they did it gives it a new flair. Just the basic Dark Zone we've always had. It honestly creates intense PvP because you don't know what other players are gonna have in those 20 minutes. And you're on a timer. You have 20 minutes to get in, loot up, extract with that loot. If you die, you lose everything and you go back out. But players are gonna be more scared to fight players if they don't know what build they have, right? Do they go rogue? Do they take the chance? Do they lose whatever's on the back? Are you gonna want to extract early or wait to the very end? What extraction are you gonna go to? To me, that is a nice twist on the Dark Zone. And I actually like that kind of intensity because not only are you worried about players and NPCs, you're worried about the timer. If you lose, and if you don't extract in 20 minutes, you're gonna die. So there's like three aspects. It's kind of like survival-ish, but like their version of it on the mobile. And I think that alone is pretty cool. I don't know about you guys. I don't know what you guys think about it, but when I saw that timer, like you have a timer, you need to get out by that time. Whether you want to extract early or late, you can. But 20 minutes in there, you're fighting players, fighting NPCs, farming, whatever you want to do. To me, I think that's a nice twist on it. And I know some people just want to be in the Dark Zone non-stop. But I think, to me, I think that's where it's at. I don't know about you guys. Hold on. All right. Let's get it. Doesn't look good. Kind of graphics are mobile looking. Well, you got to think about it. Like, you're going to be playing on a mobile like this, right? Have you ever looked at like a stream, like when you're watching a stream on your mobile device or you're playing a game, when it's smaller, the graphics technically don't like well, when you play a game on this, it's gonna look good because you're playing on a device this small. So when you look on a big screen, you know, have you ever noticed when you play a game and the bigger the screen gets, like it doesn't look as good sometimes? When you're playing on a small screen like this, like I don't know. I think once it all compresses and you see it on your iPhone or your Android, you're gonna notice the difference. What do you think of Colonel Bliss returns to LMB since we never saw his body in Division 1? Only his heli going down. It could be Shady. Hunter's Fury is 100% the best green gear set in the game, I think. If you look at green gear sets, one of the strongest DPS survival build, it's probably up there. You have Negotiators, which is a great DPS set for like killing multiple enemies at once. But I want to say the all-around survive tank in your face, Hunter's Fury is one of those sets. And I feel like if they can make other sets as powerful, like Future Initiative's a great healing set. So if they could do that, I think it would be good. Well, some people might use mobile emulator on PC, so the graphics might look weird. I mean, that might be an issue, but I think on a mobile, if you're considering playing it on your mobile device and enjoying it on your mobile device, the graphics are probably gonna look good on your. If you try to use an emulator, that's just something you sacrifice, right? Like when you go to PC. Great Cronus on mobile. This game mode is only PvE. I believe this game mode's PvE. I don't know. They haven't. They only said that, but they didn't give us enough. Time experience in DZ is a genius idea. See, that's what I thought too, Christopher. I thought this whole time experience thing is a good idea. Oh, thank you, babe. Ooh. Thank you. Yeah. Guys, I got water. I got water. Holy. The girlfriend went and got me some water because, like, I tell you, we have no water in the house. Hey, love from India. Hey, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through. Take water from the toilet, man. Just like to. Yo, how many of you guys know about this? You guys know what this is? Come on. Who in the chat? I know we got some people here. You guys know what this is? Division music always gets you hyped. On my dog? Hold on. He's gonna try to get my food. Wait. Come here. Come on, kids. Come here, buddy. Only for a little though. No, he just in a little bit. He's trying to get my food. That's what it is. Let me finish eating and then I'll put him on the show. Empanada, baby. Yeah, 100%. Ready? Yeah, give me a second. I'll show you my dog in a sec. Hold on. I'm eating right now though. Let me finish this empanada and then we'll do it. It's good though. You see it? See inside? I'm making you hungry? Hey, Andrew, thanks for hosting. Love your content. Hey, Andrew, thank you for the $2 donation. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate the love. Hey, thank you for the members today. Thank you for everybody coming through, hanging out. I don't know how many people we have in here right now. We have 700 people in here. Hey, if you guys could do me a solid, hit a thumbs up on the stream. That's all I ask for you guys. Don't have to join anything if you don't want to. Leaving a thumbs up helps the stream. So appreciate you guys coming through. And we got about 7 minutes. So hopefully this is a solid stream. Usually the live streams is where they're going to answer some questions. So we'll see what they answer once we get going. Who do you think will win, the True Sons or LMB? I think the True Sons. I kind of like the True Sons. It's lunchtime in Brazil anyway. PC crashes need to fix ASAP. Yeah, I totally feel for you guys. I noticed the biggest time, at least on console, I haven't seen any crashes. The only crashes we get are in countdown. Like it's tied to that game mode. And you know when I noticed it the most? You know when you open the chest after you complete each objective? I noticed that is the most of the times that's when I see that's where I actually see the crashes happen. I don't know if that's with you guys, but I noticed, like, you know, when you open up the crates to get the rewards out of them, like, I feel like that's when everybody crashes. Like yesterday we had so we were streaming on the other channel, our daily stream, and we actually had 6 people crash on PlayStation 5. Well, I was on PlayStation because you play together. 6 people crashed and there was only 2 people left. And they all opened the crate, and then we were running, and then they all got. And I feel like it's when everybody rushes to it at the same time. So it's like when everybody gets there all at the same time. I feel like that's the issue too. All right, we got about 5 minutes, baby. You eating chicken for breakfast? No, I totally understand. Like if I had those types of crashes on, if I was playing on PC mainly, and those crashes were happening for me, I probably wouldn't play either. I totally understand people who are upset with them. They did say this update's gonna have some PC fixes, and they said they're gonna continue to working on them. So hopefully, I don't know if you want to give it a shot after this update tomorrow, see if it helps, but hopefully it does. Sky, I think they said that they're gonna show everything for season 10.
Hello everyone. So me and this guy here.
Oh, I hear.
This guy here. This guy here. But it's sound check. I'm gonna be talking a lot about season 10 and all other cool things. We'll show you the PvE mode that we cannot really talk about a lot right now. But otherwise, it's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Say
Yes.
hello to the kids.
Hello. Hello everyone. Yes, this is me. We're doing our usual sound check. Hope everybody's
They're a little
ready
low,
and
right?
fired up. We have a bunch of things to talk about. So yeah, just a few minutes left. Grab a drink, and we'll get started.
Give me 1 second, everybody. I'm trying to chew this. Oh, you guys want to see the dog? Hey, hold on. Hey, Achilles. Achilles, come here. Come here. No? He's not having it. He's playing in the living room. Maybe in a little. He'll come around in a second. Hey, freak, what's going on? You ate a bowl of s'more cereal and coffee? Come here. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, though. Good morning. Yeah, it's early. All right, we got about 2 minutes. Yo, I definitely like this Division music they got going played in the background. Do you need a new specialization revamp? No, Sky. I don't think they're gonna. They said that the new revamp, they're not gonna show it until it's ready. So once the new revamp is ready, I think that's when we'll see it. Hey Tim, thank you for the $5 donation. Big fan, content, keep doing your thing. Hey, appreciate it, man. Thank you for the $5 donation. Skills, do you think the specialization revamp's gonna? No, I already talked about that. Gotta have that Cuban coffee. Yeah. Thank you for your content. I tempt those builds, but my watch level is low at 600. I think the one build that you could do that you don't need a high watch level is Hunter's Fury. Hunter's Fury, I actually created a new account. The watch level is like 110, and I was able to do heroic content with that build. A Hunter Fury is built, so I feel like Hunter's Fury is one of those builds that you're pretty good. Hey guys, appreciate you guys all coming through. Holy, I didn't think we were gonna have this many people in here today. Thank you guys for coming through. Well, we broke 1,000 people in here, baby. Woo. On a Monday. Hey, appreciate you guys. Hey, if you guys could do me a solid, hey, drop a like on the stream. That's all I ask. We're about to start in about 1 minute. Hey, thanks for you guys hanging out. Hey, Kane, appreciate you hanging out in here. The fastest way to level up Shea level is either Summit level 10 or Convoys. Both take about a minute 30 to like set up by the time you like die, reset, whatever. And then Convoys, you just hop around. So Convoys or level 10, they're both pretty, I feel like Convoys is less boring. Level 10, I don't know, it's repetitive, very repetitive, but it works. But Convoys, you move around the map. So to me, I think Convoys is funner to do, but they're both up there. A reason it says 12/9/2022 is because that's September 12th, 2020. Here we go.
Hello everyone, I'm Daria, community developer for The Division 2, and it's really good to be back. Today with me is Yannick, creative director for The Division 2.
Okay, the
hi.
other guy.
The other guy, yeah. I need to comment on that like really quickly. I had no idea that we just went live, and honestly, like I would never disrespect Yannick like that in public, and I'm really sorry.
In public.
In public, in private, it is totally fine.
This
But
is what
not
I have to
about
go through every day at work.
I'm really sorry about that. And yeah, hello everyone. Now that's professional, nice me is still here, and I just want to be with you through the duration of the whole stream. I will try. I just wanted this stream to be completely cringe-free. Apparently, it's not possible. Everything is ruined now, but we'll see how it goes next. I really hope that all of you had a chance to watch Ubisoft Forward this Saturday, and I really hope that you enjoyed all the nice and shiny announcements. And yeah, just let us know what you think about the show. But then again, for the Division fans specifically, this very stream would be dedicated to Season 10, and we're gonna talk more about Manhunt, we're gonna talk more about the countdown changes, about the PTS changes that followed your feedback. We'll also finally reveal the new PvE game mode that is supposed to come with Season 11. And then, of course, there are gonna be a few comments about PvP.
Doesn't
about
she
PTF.
look like?
We'll show you new apparel with them.
Doesn't he look like an
more
actor?
closely, especially the baby.
He looks like an actor, right?
And
the target.
Yeah. So
I can't think of his
that is what
name.
is planned for today. One important comment before we
I can't think of it.
start a deep dive into Season 10 stuff is that we plan to take your comments and answer some of them live, but that will be done closer to the end of the stream. So we ask you not to spam the chat with the comments right now, but rather save them for like, I don't know, last 20-15 minutes. So it will be easier for our moderators and community team to pick them up from the chat. And yeah, I think we can start, unless you want to say something.
Come on, let's start. Hey, everybody, if you're in the
No,
stream, make
just
sure you
like
guys drop a
short
like.
Chat is going to behave and follow the rules. So
Yeah, but I mean,
Needs to be
guys,
said.
you need to behave
Come
because
on.
there is a lot of good stuff that
be
we
the
want to
better
show you.
person. Behave.
So, okay, let's probably touch base on the PTS changes, because we had 2 phases for PTS this time around, and the last one was very insightful for us, and I think for the community as well, and we're actually very thankful for your feedback. We went through a lot of comments, especially about the Picara holster.
Yes.
And I hope that you've seen the changes that we want to implement with 16.1. And with the holster specifically, it's on our known issues board. You can just go and check in there. The link is on Twitter, so please do not hesitate to do that. And I'm just happy to confirm that instead of 20%, it's still going to have a perfect attribute of 15%,
Yes.
right? And weapon damage and 1 random attribute.
Yeah, so we
That's the
moved it
holster.
around basically. It was on phase 1, the perfect attribute was part of the attributes. And
I
not
wonder
the
how
core
this is going to mess
attributes.
with the meta.
But it was on top of the other attributes. So you ended up with an item that had, 1 core and 3 attributes. One of them was a 20% weapon damage. So that just was really, really powerful, as it was underlined by everyone. So we tried for PTS2 to have a different approach where we thought, okay, let's move it on the core attribute. So that still is a stronger core attribute than anything else you can get in the game. And therefore you get your 2 random attributes on top of it. But that definitely obviously made it less interesting for a lot of people. And I think what a lot of people were attached to was, how good the initial proposal was for hybrid builds, because you could get your weapon damage bonus, but still have a core, a blue core, a yellow core. So we decided to go back to that in the final version, if I can say. But what we're doing here is it's 15% weapon damage, and it will use one of the 2 attribute space that you would normally have with random attributes. So you're going to have a normal core, blue core by default that you can recalibrate to something else. Your 15% weapon damage, 15% weapon damage as one attribute, and then another random attribute on top of it.
Yeah, I really hope that everyone is excited about this change, because we saw a lot of comments and a lot of you were disappointed with us taking the 20% damage. So hopefully we'll receive more productive feedback with our BTS phases, and that actually proves that we're listening to you. So do not hesitate to provide us with your feedback in a nice and constructive form.
That's what PTS is for, right? So it's it is to sometimes we're going to put stuff out there that's just let's try something and see how that goes, and then from the other phase we just go the completely other way, and sometimes when we do that on purpose to have something completely OP and something probably not powerful enough to kind of try to see, okay, what's the middle? Where is it? How far is too far in both directions, and therefore where can we find the middle line?
Yeah, and if you're interested in some other changes that are going to be applied, some with 2.16 already this week, tomorrow basically. Some others would happen with 16.1, just because, as you all know, build submission takes time, and we needed to ensure that this is exactly the changes that we want to go with. So that's why they're going to happen a little bit later than the initial release. But please do check the known issues board, because among other changes, you're going to find the changes we implemented to Striker, to chest, to backpack, and to 3 pieces equipped bonus. I wouldn't list all of them. I wouldn't want to list all of them right now, so I'm not confused by a lot of values and numbers. But you can check everything on the known issues board, and as well as the information about exotic drop. We actually made a nice table that lists all the percentages of the exotic drop. So it's also on the known issues board. Please do check.
If I can comment on that.
Yeah,
just
of course,
quickly,
of course.
I know that the numbers look very low, and people are commenting on that. When you look at drop rates and you see something that is 0.016% or whatever, that feels really low, and it is really low. But the intention with adding chances to drop exotics on every single NPC in the game, our intention is not to have exotics rain. What we want is that random moment where you're running in the open world and you're just shooting the red bar because it's in your way. That moment you drop an exotic, that's what we're after. It's those moments where you just, out of nowhere, you get an exotic item. So it is going to make exotics a bit more generous, but not so much. But it's going to create those moments where suddenly you get one when you were not expecting to have one. You still have all your predictable sources that still exist. We're also increasing the sources for exotic materials or exotic components elsewhere. So that's another way to get exotic components. But exotic items, we just wanted to see them appear
And I'll show you guys
new
the full
spaces
Excel
in other
spreadsheet.
areas that you're not used to seeing exotics into.
I'll show you the
and
full.
now you just know
After
that
this stream, I
even
can
if
show
you
you
can play
the full
that
chart
specific
that
content,
he's
even if
talking
you
about right
can't,
now. So you
try
guys get
to
a visual. I
kill
don't know
the
why they
bosses
didn't
to get the
show it for
exotics
the
or whatever,
stream.
you will always have a chance to get it randomly by playing anything in the game. So it gives you just more choice to decide to play what you want.
Yeah. That is,
But I'll
that
pull
is
it
a
up for
really
you
nice
guys.
improvement, and
After
looking-
the stream, so
really
you guys
looking
can see it.
forward to
I
and
talked about it in a
hope
past
lot of
video
you
too.
Also do. But I think if we are more or less done with what we wanted to mention about the PTS changes, if you have questions or if you want to learn more,
And we'll look
just
at the
visit
known
our known
issue
issues
board that she's
board
talking about
or
right now
the
after
forum,
too. So we'll
because
look at
we
all
still
the
have
changes that
the
are coming
patch notes
at
for
the end of
both
the stream.
PTS
We'll take a
phases
look at
that
that.
would give you a very good overview of what has been changed and what is awaiting for you in 16 and 16.1 title updates. And another big thing, another big change that is coming to all of you and our PTS players know, but for the rest of the community, I think it's important for us to repeat that once again, that we're adding three new difficulties to the countdown game mode. And this is not the only change about the countdown.
That's pretty cool.
Not the only great thing that we want to mention. It's do you want to go into the details, countermeasures, currency?
Yeah, so there's a bunch of big and small things with countdown. So yes, the first one, as you mentioned, and as we're seeing here, is the addition of more difficulties. So what we're doing is the current difficulty that you have on the game today is going to be the challenging one. So we're adding 2 easier versions and 1 harder version. The idea to try to cater to as many people as possible. And that's feedback we took from right from PTS of season 9, basically, where people were like, okay, that's fun, but it's I want to be able to play it solo. I want to be able to have a harder version and all these kind of things. So we wanted to, it was clear from the beginning that this was something that would help bring more players to the mode. So we did that. We implemented all those new difficulties. You can choose, to go in whichever difficulty you want based on, what is actually fun for you. All of them are playable up to 8 players, but you can play them solo as well. So whoever will be the first players to complete heroic solo, I'm sure that's going to happen faster than we think. But it's you can also, if you just want to run around and have an easy time to just look at the space and not be take some nice pictures and all of that, you can just go in normal solo if you want. So that's really just to give you more choices at the end of the day.
I like that.
On top of that, the few things we're adding is, as you mentioned, we're making a few improvements to the economy of the game mode, and the idea being to try to bring more people to stick around until the end. Because one thing we've seen in terms of behavior is a lot of people were just joining a matchmaking, joining a session just to kill the hunters at the beginning because that's the most generous source of loot, and then leave as soon as the 4 initial hunters were dead. And that really wasn't our intention, especially because when you leave everybody else behind, stuck in a session where they probably cannot complete it, or they're going to be having a very hard time. So what we've done is we've increased the rewards, the currency rewards you get if you do the extraction. We've also increased, or we've decrease the drops on the first wave of hunters. So that means the first 4 that you get when you start the mode, they will drop less items, and all those items they're not dropping, we put them on the second wave hunters. So that means at the end of the day, if you complete the game mode, you will have as many loot as you would
That's
have.
smart.
But we're distributing more of them towards the end. So it's really to try to get people to stick around longer
smart move.
And finish the mode. That's a 15-minute session. So hopefully it's not asking too much of people to get more loot. And yeah, we also, as you mentioned, you're also adding, we're adding more countermeasures. I can't remember how many, to be honest. But
it was around 10 new countermeasures.
10
I
new-ish,
wouldn't list all of them right now,
Yeah.
but they gonna be in the patch notes, and the patch notes will be released tomorrow once the build is live. But if you wanna take a quick look at whatever changes are coming with it, basically everything was on the PTS, so it's totally free to check it's totally fine to check the PTS patch notes. But of course, with the understanding that some gear and equipment would go through changes. But for Countdown, it's totally fine. And it's the loot quantity is not the only thing, right? We're still decided to disable the group kick, so
Yes.
it would not be possible for a leader to kick other players. And we know that during the PTS, some of you actually voiced your concerns that can be problematic in the future, and we hear you, but this is something that we decided to collect more feedback on. So with the Season 10 release, we hope that more players would be able to compare how it feels having this feature on and how it was in Season 10, and would let us know, because we are absolutely open to suggestions and would want you to feel comfortable playing the mod first and foremost.
Yes.
And last but not least, another great thing about Countdown, we can finally show you the trailer and release it on social media. So let's watch.
Radiation levels detected. Detonation imminent.
Wait, they're not even showing it.
Warning.
What's going on, guys? How you guys doing today? I think we all saw this. Didn't we see this already?
Detonation imminent.
I thought we saw this.
Warning. Full lockdown initiating.
Oh, did they stop this trailer because of what was going on in Ukraine?
Proceed with caution. Eliminate security breach.
I think they stopped this because of the war that was going on. And you know, it's a power plant. That's why they stopped it. Yeah, that's a pretty nice trailer.
Experimental reactor unstable. EMP detonation imminent. Warning.
I thought we saw this, right?
Warning. Warning.
She needs a bottle of nothing but skills. Yo, I'm a hype man, I hype you guys up. They need to put me on stage of the game. I get everybody cheering. See, if we would have showed this trailer and I was hyping it, I would have had everybody screaming.
And we're back. There was a bit of a technical delay, but at least
I think they showed it a long time ago, and then they were told to take it off.
Holding the,
You know,
holding
obviously
the
it
lurk.
was
yeah,
Yes.
I just
Impressive.
had no idea if it was on or not. So
That
but-
hunter
No,
shot.
no, I think
The
that was
hunter-
old.
oh,
it
yeah.
doesn't get.
100, I've seen it
Like I
before.
want that as a background actually.
As a poster.
desktop background.
like your whole wall in the apartment just
Yeah.
have the
It's
It was
photo.
a
that,
poster
that
of it.
one. Yes.
Oh yeah,
That.
I really love that. Oh, I think it's the most popular GIF on our social media nowadays,
Yeah.
and I can see.
I
why.
like that hunter mask. I wish
It's actually
the hunter
was
mask we
one
got
of
had
my
the full
favorite things
net.
about
You know the net we have on our hunter mask has like it goes down to like here.
Hunter.
But look at that one. That one goes down to here.
I mean,
Hopefully everybody played season 9. If you
I wish
haven't,
we had
well,
that.
it's your last day.
It's too late.
It's almost
your last
over.
day. You have one night. You have one
One
night to
night.
do it.
But talking about next season, talking about season 10
Yes.
and the next Manhunt, I hope that some of you had a chance to take a glimpse of the small cutout of the trailer that we showed during Forward conference, and hopefully you were able to see the new prime target, General Anderson, and a mysterious person called Natalia Sokolova. We didn't get to see her face, and this is
Do we get to
this is
see her?
actually not something that we want to talk about right
We
now.
get to see
at all. I
Natalia
don't know
Sokolov?
please show Yannick's face. You guys cannot see his face, but he was sitting with it,
I was like,
very surprised.
I was like, oh, she mentioned Sokolova. Okay, we're going.
We
on.
already did. If it's not something that I'm supposed to mention, I will have a conversation with our narrative director later. But
We get
yeah,
to see
the cat
who
is
she
out of
is?
the bag.
Mhm.
There is something happening, and if you paid attention to the trailer, then probably you noticed a very distinct jacket that General Anderson is wearing. I do not
They didn't
really
show
know
the
how
season
many
11
of you
trailer.
were able to take a hint, but I actually had no idea myself because, guys, if I'm honest, this is something that Yannick told me recently, and I was like,
Just before we went live.
is it true? So, actually, the grand reveal is
Oh, you want to? Okay.
the jacket.
the jacket. No, so yeah, I mean, season 10 is about General Anderson. We're going to keep building on the events that took place in season 9, trying to navigate that without spoiling too much in case a few people still haven't finished season 9. But we're building on those events. We're going to be going after General Anderson, trying to understand a bit better what is he after, what's going on here. This is him. And his beautiful jacket. He's built a team with him, as you can see, a team of both True Sons and Black Tusk. So what is going on there? So it's going to be, exploring a bit more the relationship
Yo, that
between
hoodie
him
on the girl on
and
the
the Black
left.
Tusk, him and trying to rebuild the True Sons. The jacket that he's wearing is, for the lore fans there, it's the Anton Ridgway jacket. So you can imagine Anderson being a power-hungry leader as soon as, Anderson, Ridgway's body was still warm. He probably just took the jacket and put it on. I was like, I'm the new leader now. But yeah, it's gonna be building on all those events. Of course, if you, I'm not gonna say that again because in case you haven't finished season 9, I don't want to say it. But yeah, you're going to see some of the faces you've seen in season 9 as well, and yeah, it's all events that keep adding to each other. And you mentioned Sokolova. We are going to be hearing a bit more from her as well, exploring all of that.
Is that Sokolova?
Yeah.
No.
Hashtag
This is my
who
spoiler
is she?
free trying to tease.
No, never mind.
Yeah, it's very hard to talk about
dude
Manhunt
looks-
without revealing too many
that dude looks
spoilers.
tank.
And actually, I'm trying to leave as spoiler-free as possible. As you can imagine, that is a very hard task considering my position and my job.
I hope we get some of these apparel events.
But still, yeah,
Stuff
I'm
we have conversations to talk about story coming in future seasons and all that. And Daya is
These
sitting
look
there,
sick.
and Daya said it very clearly from the beginning. She doesn't want spoilers. She wants to experience the story in the game when it's live on the game, which is cool, but it makes it hard for us to navigate sometimes.
Those outfits look
I
good,
mean,
right?
there were too many spoilers already. So yeah, unfortunately.
I did see once I was talking about story and you just got up and left. And I don't know if
I
it was
had to.
because I was talking about story or
No,
because you had something else to do, but it felt like, oops, I might have said too much.
You
Sorry.
understood my intentions super well. But no, of course it was because I didn't want any spoilers, and I mean, yeah. But I'm very interested to learn more about Natalia because
Me too.
that is, I mean, General Anderson is a handsome guy. We can't deny that. So it's gonna be interesting to see what the relationship is there.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm
He
just
looks like
Television
Jimmy
tabloids
Kimmel.
right there.
I'm speaking the truth. Yeah.
No, I mean,
He
it's,
looks
yeah,
like
we
an
have a
actor.
cool lineup coming. We've been introducing new characters. We have a bunch of other new characters that we want to introduce. There's all the relationships between all of them. Sokolova, of course, is going to be a centerpiece there as well. So there's a lot of new things and a new people and stories to explore. And a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, and you already mentioned it, but it's also a part of the trailer that we're gonna show you when we're done talking. Another character whose relationship with other characters we're gonna explore is the Captain Lewis, right?
Yes.
And many Ortega. So we're gonna learn about their relationship more, and of course we're gonna learn more about the GDF and the story behind GDF and how they transformed throughout
General
the
Butler.
history of the division, which is also should be super interesting for the lore fans. Okay, then talking about trailer, I think it's about time to
Yes.
just take a look at it because it's super nice. Let's do this.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, Agent. Unless you need a powder shower, you might want to move your ass.
You were right. Lewis may be a problem.
I'm glad you agree, General. Watch him.
And see what he does next.
Who better to lead you to the rat's nest than a rat?
Yo, those apparels look fire.
Show me the baby.
Holy.
So yeah, this is what's waiting for you in season 10. It's gonna be available on all platforms starting tomorrow,
Sokolova.
September 13th. So yeah, mark the date. It's almost time.
It's a bonus.
And yeah, as you've seen, and probably some of you already know, especially our PTS players, that we are introducing legendary difficulty to the 2 remaining strongholds, Tidal Basin and Manning National Zoo.
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean, it's it was incomplete. We had 3 of them. We have 5 strongholds and only 3 legendary difficulties. So we wanted to add the 2 missing ones. We've tried to to play around with the spaces. We've tried to bring in some new boss gameplay and interesting mechanics. So I know that on the PTS some players already completed them. I think some players even already soloed them. We've done a bit of balancing following PTS feedback. Just go out there, go destroy them. I will watch you. I will probably not beat them myself, not solo for sure, but
I'm trying to get
I'll
Achilles.
try to find people to play with me. But yeah, so now we have all strongholds available in legendary difficulty, which is nice.
Yeah, we should definitely
He's sleeping, guys.
organize some sort of event where we can join
not
other
happening.
players to beat on legendary base.
And be carried. Mhm.
Yeah, and be carried. Yeah, that's what I meant. Scratch that. Okay then. I think it's time for our grand reveal. Not a reveal in a sense, but this is something that I mentioned before in Agent Briefing, and this is this mysterious PvE game mode that some of you may have seen in our roadmap for year 4.
PvE game mode. This is the
And
game mode, guys.
Finally, it's time for us to open a crack in the door and show you a small
Here we go.
sneak peek into how it
Yeah.
looks.
So I mean, just first, this is not season 10, just to be clear. We're targeting season 11 for this one. We'll take the time we need to make sure it's good, but so far it's on target. This is the first glimpse of the new game mode, as Daria mentioned. It is PvE game mode.
Is that
The name of the mode is Descent. As a gist, basically what the game mode is, it is a roguelite. If you're used to those experiences, you're going to go in there as an agent. We're going to take away your gear. You're going to start from scratch, and you're going to have to use the mechanics that are available within the mode to become more powerful and try to take over a harder and harder challenges as you progress.
That's dope.
Once your session is over, be it because you died or because you decided to exit, and cash in on your rewards, you come back into the mode, you start from scratch all over again. You have, of course, some rewards, and you have some more permanent progression that is involved in there. But yes, expect
That's sick. I like that.
Expect something that's going to feel very different. It's especially the progression, because one thing that I want to mention, because I don't want people to draw that conclusion, it's not going to be like we take away your gear and you have to drop items inside, or green items and blue items and purple items. That's not the way we're going to handle that. There is no loot in this mode. We are using your talents. We are using the game talents. So it's going to be about combining talents, like looting talents, combining them and building mechanics and combinations that the game usually doesn't allow you to do. So you're going to be able to create completely new playstyles, completely
That's
new
cool.
builds and combinations inside that game mode that are going to allow you to become probably super powerful, probably way more powerful than what you can reach in the game. But it's
I
all
like
contained
that.
in that session, and once the
I'm
session
in.
ends, you
I'm in.
you start over again, and maybe you make different decisions every time every time you're completing a room. As roguelite, for those that are familiar, we give you a choice. Do you want this or that? You make a
I'm
decision.
about
You
that.
go to the next room, make a new choice. So every session is going to be different because the choices will always be random.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
and
Going with nothing.
this is basically as much as we can reveal right now, and we ask you
I'm about that.
not to bombard us with questions
That's pretty
just
cool.
because we
Holy.
won't be able to answer all of them, and we'll ask you to patiently wait for the next time we are more comfortable to show you more.
Maybe some gameplay. Who knows?
Yeah, and the only thing that I can mention on top of what Yannick already said, that of course I had a chance to try it myself, and I must say that it was quite challenging. It was tough, but that's what makes it really exciting and interesting.
Yeah, it is, because it's, as I said, we're taking away your gear. So especially if you're used to the game, you have to relearn how to play without your godlike, fully optimized build, right? So you're gonna have to use cover again. You're gonna have to use weapons that you might not be used to
I like
to
this.
handling, so it's really about, what makes it hard is especially this going back to the vanilla experience in a way of having a character without gear. But then as you progress, you can, as I said, you can build your character, you can go back to old habits. But
That's cool.
the first habit that a lot of us have is when you enter into the mode is, I'm going to just face tank everything and, camp the spawn closet and just shoot everything down, and that's just not going to work there. Not at the beginning anyway. So it's really about relearning how to use cover, how to use space, how to play tactical, because the mode is here to try to kill you. So yeah.
Yeah, very encouraging, very exciting. But then, is there anything in the division that does not try to kill you?
That's a
Maybe
good.
other division agents
Honestly,
try
that's
to
a good
kill you.
concept for
Yeah,
a game mode.
I mean,
I wasn't
probably
sure
maybe
how they
only
were
the
going to do it with the
deer,
game mode.
in the game.
But that
Yeah.
PvE game mode they just
Yeah.
talked about right now,
that's
I think that thing could be successful.
Let's not give people too many things to think about.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, that was it. I really hope that it will be possible for us to come back with more information soon. But as I mentioned, do not expect everything to be revealed like tomorrow or in a week, because first and foremost, it's planned for season 11.
Remember that's season
And
11, guys, not season 10.
Even though it's still happening this year, we have season 10 to go through.
Yes.
And it's very exciting season. Actually, that's one joke before we move to the next thing. When I myself was playing through season 9, I thought that Hidden Alliance, like, you understand what the name means when you finishing the season, when you finish it. But then I was like, what if we called it Turning Tables? Like, that would be an amazing idea for season 9 name. But maybe for season 10 as well.
Yes.
Turning tables, because tables, they have turned.
tables can turn. But season 10 is called Price of Power, and there's
answer so many
also a
questions
meaning
if you
behind
guys-
that, which we try to give as many hints as we can with our season names. So yeah, Anderson is playing with fire.
But okay, I think that was it for the grand reveal, and there are also some things that, because we do not want to bore you with a lot of information. Last time we heard a lot of feedback that people want the live streams to be short and sweet, only filled with important information. So we're trying to do it just like that, just as you want it. And before we move to PvP, apparel events, and some other interesting reveals, there is the quick thing that I wanted to mention about ETF, because originally I wanted the ETF Foxtrot to be formed by the time of season 10 start, but due to a lot of things and forward
Due to video game development.
due to video game development. Yeah, because we had forward, we have season 10 now. We're still processing your applications, and I want to ensure you that once we are ready to send out the letters, Hogwarts letters, to all of you to announce who's got in, we'll absolutely do that and announce it on socials, and you're gonna get the NDAs and emails. But the thing is, we received almost 3,000 applications, and it's quite a challenge to go through all of them because we want to be thorough, we want to consider different options, and as you know, despite the popular belief that ETF is mostly packed with content creators or opinion leaders, which is partially true, and that would still be the case in the future because, of course, we want people who are passionate about the game and very knowledgeable about it to be a part of ETF. But also we want to invite players who are either top of the, I wouldn't say leaderboards, but I do not really know a better word for it, who are very knowledgeable about PvP or PvE or, I don't know, both. But at the same time, we're also interested in hearing from casual players, not only in the hardcore community. So basically everyone, every play style
No, John, you get loot.
gets a say.
You
in
get
the
loot
ETF.
at the
and
end
this
as
is
a
what makes
reward.
the selection process
And
very
then
tough,
it's not
especially when
skills,
you have
it's
so many
talents.
applications to choose
So
from.
you put talents
And
together.
one last thing that I wanted
So,
to
like,
mention, a lot
we'll
of
talk
you were
about it.
concerned that we're making decision based on the playing time alone, because that was part of the questionnaire. And I just want to make sure that playtime is important because mostly because for us it's one of the indicators
just
to make
talking about
sure
the
that
ETF,
this
guys.
is actually your account, given
so
a lot of details.
The game
because
mode's going
this
to
is
take advantage of your
easiest way
chess, like
for us
take
to
chess piece and
compare
backpack
your
talents, talents
in-game name,
together. But I think they're going to be multiple
submitted
talents you can
playtime
put
with the
together,
actual
as they were
playtime
saying.
in the game, right? But at the
Put
same
along
time,
with
for us,
skills.
knowing your in-game name or Ubisoft Connect account, we can
So you're gonna
extract
loot-
almost any
you're gonna loot
information
talents, pretty much. So,
about
like,
your
say,
preferences, about your playstyle, preferred activities, and all that.
Intimidate and
please
maybe
be
adrenaline
sure
rush.
that
You'll loot those,
the
right? And you'll put
final
them together.
selection is
You'll
not
pick
based
different
on
ones and
playing
you'll
time
match it.
alone.
That's what I got
Especially
from it.
considering that we want casual players as well, and of course they would not be able to put hundreds of hours in the game.
No,
So
it's
you have a
just
gear,
confirmation
but you're just
because
looting the
very
talents that
often
are
we
all
have people
around.
that are
That's
like,
what
I have
makes
2,000
how
hours
they
playtime,
explained
and then
it.
we check the account and there's 10 hours, and then we know that it's probably not the right account. So then we need to look into that. But it's that's one of the main reasons, and it's interesting to see how much. What's the the declared playtime compared to what the account actually has? But most of the time we're using the in-game data we get to select the profiles. That, and of course also interested in what kind of players we're talking about. But as Daria said, it's really about trying to have a really representative subset of the entire player base, not just the hardcore, not just the PvEers, not just the PvPers, not just the content creators. We want to hear from everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. And a few comments for our PvP players, please.
PvP, sure. Sure, nobody wants to hear about PvP. No, so we've been talking a bit about it recently, and yes, we do intend to try to work on PvP and improve it. We've already said TU16 Season 10 is not going to be the update that changes everything. One thing we are doing, though, with Season 10 is, neutralizing shrapnel trap in PvP, and that's something that's been asked for a very long time. We've been taking our time because we really wanted to try to find other alternatives rather than just removing something from the game. We wanted to see, can we actually fix it? Fixing it to make it work the way it should work is, for plenty of stupid reasons, it is actually very, very complicated. So I don't know how long it's going to take us. I don't know if that's even what we would want to do. Or try to look at other solutions. But what we've decided for the time being is just to basically reduce its efficacy in PvP very drastically. So it's you shouldn't use it in PvP at this point. It's not going to be any good. And to try to take that out of the equation from PvP, and the objective for us is to try to have a conversation that is about other things, so we can then prioritize other things that need to be improved. because for TU17 season 11, we want to start addressing some of those issues. So with season 11, you can expect that there's going to be more PvP changes, but mostly along the lines of bug fixing, glitches fixing, and balancing aberrations fixing as well. We know that we have some of those. So that's what we're targeting for season 11. It's going to be like trying to address all the main issues, like the big issues, the big elephants in the room that are plaguing PvP. We're going to try to address as many of those as possible in season 11. And then eventually, once we have something that is a bit more stable, then we can start looking at balancing and potentially then even later on, revisit the PvP experience and see what needs to be changed.
Thank you so much. I really hope that I understand that it's probably not everything that PvP community wanted to hear, but that's a very positive sign that
we're going to work on PvP. That's the promise I can make for you. It's just we're going to work on it. We're going to try to make it function. We're going to try to make conflict and the dark zone function and provide a fun PvP experience. That's our priority, and we'll be taking the time we need, and we'll be working with the community and the ETF on that. And it's going to be an iterative process. As I said, we're not going to have one big PvP overhaul update. It's going to be every update. We try to do small changes and we take it one step at a time.
Yeah, and another reminder that Shrapnel Trap is also listed on our known issues board among some other PvP initiatives that we have in mind right now and looking for a different solution. So feel free to check it.
Just to be clear on Shrapnel Trap, by the way, and just in case that didn't come through, it is only PvP. We haven't changed the balancing in PvE, so it will still work.
Does anybody use
those of
Shrapnel
you
Trap
that use it in
PvE though?
PvE? It will still work. It just will not work in PvP.
Cool.
It will work, but it will do next to nothing.
And while I'm preparing for your questions to be looked through and answered, let's take a final look at Season 10 stuff and its apparel events. I just specifically wanted to keep it closer to the end because I know that is probably a trigger warning, because if you're afraid of babies or dolls, probably you should not watch what we're gonna show you next. But if you already took a glimpse of the beautiful baby mask that is part of the one of the apparel events in Season 10, you're gonna be fine. That's fine. So we have two apparel events in Season 10. One is called Shea Paragon.
Yo, that red
hoodie
hoodie's
on
nice.
the screen right now. And the baby. So Shea Paragon, the inspiration behind it is specializations, and we're going to have 6 outfits that you will see a little bit later when the season is released. And I think this is actually something for our military fans, right?
Yeah, I mean, not all outfits, but it is trying to go into something that is a bit more military, a bit more tactical for some of them, a bit more like, okay, taking the fantasy of a specialization and pushing it to, okay, what would a person that uses that weapon, what would they wear? So for the sharpshooter, for example,
I like that hoodie right there.
Infiltration, camo outfit, and then you can imagine for the other ones. So some of them are like very.
I wish the
military,
hoodie went down a little bit further though.
Very tactical. Some of others are a bit more out there, but it's.
I wish that hoodie went down to like.
Yeah, it is going to be closer to the military style that some players have been asking. And then we have the other one.
The other one. Show me the baby. And the other one, of course, it's dedicated to spooky season lovers. The baby is not the only creepy mask that is going to be a part of it. There's going to be more, and as far as I remember, 5 outfits in total. And inspiration behind it, it's pretty obvious. Spooky season, certain holiday, a certain day in October, but that should be pretty obvious.
Halloween.
So I actually love how this baby looks. It's very cute. It's pretty cute.
Yeah, if you're not into the baby face, I hope you'll be looking forward to that chest though, because that vest is also really cool. So yeah, it's darker, of course.
Baby face, 30% weapon damage.
There's gonna be stuff that's a bit more on the spooky.
You get 100%
theme,
immunity
but
to fire.
there's also some
and
pieces
bleed with the
individually
mask.
that I think people will be very excited with. So again, some people will love the baby face, others will hate it. That's fine. Nobody's forcing you to wear that, but even without taking that into account, if you take that outfit, you remove the baby face. I think there's something pretty cool there as well. So hopefully something for everyone.
Yeah. And now I think we're ready to take a look at the questions. And thank you so much, our community team who are tirelessly working in the chat right now and submitting questions for us to see. So we'll
see what
just
people had to
go
ask.
through the list. And
so yeah, people asking about specialization rework. Yes, you
guys
will
go.
see that it is not in our plan for year 4 at the moment. We are taking our time with the specialization rework because when it comes out, we want that to be a transformation. We want that to completely change the way you approach character building, the way we approach game. So we need to take the time to do that proper. It touches on so many aspects of the game. That there's a lot of things that we need to relearn on how they work because the team that built that is not here anymore. So we really don't want to release specializations and end up breaking every character build. So we're taking our time. We're taking our time to think about how does that, what place does that occupy in the end game, and how do we make it an interesting?
I feel like specialization rework
interesting progression again.
is going to change the
taking
game
a bit of the
when they do
learnings from
release it.
expertise as well there. So
It'll be a whole
we'll take
new
our
game,
time.
100%.
So far we've moved it out of our content plans because we just we don't want to push ourselves to ship something that is not satisfying because we committed to a date. So we are not going to commit to a date until we are 100% sure we can.
I
do
knew it was going to
something
come
that
to year 5.
The transformation that we're looking for.
thank you for confirming that.
But
I
I
see that
think
there are several
when they
questions
do
about
release
the
that,
new
it will change
PV mode
the game.
Descent.
But they
We're
need to release it with
specifically
like a
asking
DLC
you
or
not
something.
to submit any questions about it, but just looking through it.
It's quite granular, but it's rewards to take out of the mode. I don't know. We are not there yet. We are building the experience right now. We haven't discussed rewards and the specifics of what happened if you're delta during a session. Do you lose your progression? Same. These are things that we haven't defined yet. Obviously, we'll try to make it as smooth an experience as possible. So these are things. It's good questions because it's things. To take
Jackson,
into
probably
account,
year
but
5.
I can't tell you right now how that's gonna work because we're still building the thing.
Yeah, it's a bit too early, but I think it would be a part of the PTS at some point, and of course we would love to hear your feedback once there is something that at least has a shape to show you and let you play through it. But I think this is a very good question about exotic components. Will they be needed to be extracted from the dark zone?
No, they go immediately in your resources pouch.
Roman, it's on
so,
Twitch.
You don't need to extract them.
So
And
people
targeted loot in the DZ, I know that people have been asking for that. It's something we're investigating. We don't have a fix for it yet because we've been prioritizing other things. I know that's not what you want to hear, but that's the truth. Everything in a game is a question of priority. So it's on our list. And now that we're getting some other things out of the way with season 10 coming out, we're going to be looking at that.
Targeted loot in the DZ is
hopefully
broken,
we'll be
guys.
able to
It's been broken for
to fix that, but it's it hasn't happened yet.
will we have more hardcore achievements?
Hardcore mode achievements, that's something we could do. We haven't planned that yet, but we do want to revisit hardcore at some point. I know that it's been on beta for forever, and yeah, we have some ideas and some plans on how we can revisit it. So when that happens, achievements probably going to be on the list of things we want to add there, but yeah, I don't have any dates yet.
Can we have more legendary missions? We just announced.
I mean, we have to, but it makes sense, right? There is a new difficulty, and we would want to have that difficulty available everywhere. There's nothing that's blocking us from doing it, but I think the main question is more the need for difficulty in the game, and is legendary really the answer to that? Because we have made the players way more powerful with the expertise, and also making gear sets and boosting gear sets to a way that's they provide more power to the players than they used to. That's fine, but of course that creates extra stress on the difficulty of the game. And we know that some players have already mastered difficulty and they can run Legendary solo with their eyes closed. So it's also, of course, we can do more Legendaries, but there's also the question of like, how do we handle difficulty in a future-proof, sustainable way to make sure that there is always challenging content for everyone? That's something we need to answer, and I don't think Legendary is necessarily the answer for that.
Thank you for answering that one. There is a question about the Countdown Hunters mask, especially the whale. I think that that question has been around for some time now, since season 9 release, and it's probably a question for our production team.
Yes.
But that is something that we have been discussing, and in the end of the stream, by closer to the end, We'll
answer questions in a little bit. Let's listen to their questions.
Not about the Countdown Hunters, but
for you hunter lovers.
For hunters. That's going to be for hunter lovers. And the Delta fix, we know that this issue has been very pressing, and we're very sorry that some of you had to endure that and had a lot of troubles with the crashes. And it's actually that something that we keep investigating and keep fixing. And with season 10 releasing tomorrow, there are going to be 10 new fixes that are supposed to help with the PC stability. And of course, that's not it, because there are some things that we have our suspicions about and still need to investigate. So potentially it does not stop with this 10 fixes. Of course, there is going to be more. There are going to be more improvements, and we'll be tracking the stability with every next title update installment.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is a needle in a haystack situation. We are trying to fix, or there's several needles. So every time we find one, we try to fix that one, and we know there's more, and we know we need to fix all of them. But it's always trying to look at what are the crashes reports we get. And when I talk about reports, there's player reports, but there's also the in-game tracking reports we get. So trying to group that, prioritize that based on what are the ones that we see the most, what are the ones that sometimes we may see one a lot, but actually can we identify the cause of it? Not always. So some of them are easier to fix than others. So of course, when we say we are fixing some of the causes of crashes, that might not fix it for you, but that fixes it for someone else. So every time we fix one, that's a few less crashes for some players, and that means it allows us to narrow down the conversation to other crashes. So even if it doesn't fix it for you, I'm sorry, but it's at least it's an improvement for all of us as a community.
Yeah, and of course we'll be tracking your feedback, and we'll be tracking
hopefully they can fix those
game
PC
stats,
fixes for you guys.
to see if this 10 fixes, how drastically the improvement is. So keep us updated, keep us posted with your feedback. If you suspect that there is specifically something that may cause the specific crash for you, just let us know, and we'll definitely investigate it on our side, because we take this issue very seriously, and we as upset as you're about the stability on PC right now. Let's see what else we can take.
I just want to say thank you, Lucy, for joining the School of Skills. Appreciate you. Appreciate the love, guys.
I think the character slots, that's quite a popular one.
If we will get more character slots in the future, that's not something we're exploring at the moment. It all has to do with save size, and if we add more character slots, that means the save file of your account becomes bigger, and you multiply that by X amount of players we have, and the traffic it generates every time the server is asking for that save file and needs to get it, and then it's that's something we need to be very cautious with, because if we do it wrong, we could increase latency for everyone. So we need to be cautious with that. One thing where that could happen is when we're talking about hardcore, for sure. And I know that there's been a request for a very long time to have a special character slots for hardcore characters, and that's something that we may want to do when we visit a hardcore. But otherwise, we don't have plans to add more character slots for the normal game. And I would hazard to suspect that the main reason why people would want more character slots anyway is for storage, not because they want more characters, character playstyles, because you can do all of that on your main character. So the main problem here is storage, and that's a different problem.
And there is a question about year 5. I know that it has been confirmed this Saturday in Ubisoft Forward that we're committed and already started working on
Year
it.
5, baby.
But at the moment, unfortunately, and you're not going to be happy about my answer, we are not ready to reveal more because there is a lot of new great things coming, of course, and we want you to be excited about them because I myself, I'm super excited, even though I'm trying to keep as spoiler-free as possible. Things that I overheard are very nice. And another question, and
Is that a
actually
spoiler?
something that I wanted to share with you right from the very beginning,
Yo,
but
Black Defiant,
I'm
welcome to School of
grateful
Skills.
for whoever asked
Wilkins,
this
welcome
one.
to School of Skills.
I'll
Appreciate
give
you.
us something to spend textiles on. And actually,
Textiles.
there is going to be something throughout season 10. I do not know the date exactly. We're gonna release the hunter, the yellow hunter outfit
Stinger outfit, yeah.
that was previously and still available through the
The referral program.
yes, and it would be available for you to buy for textiles in the store.
That's pretty cool. Any of you guys want
So
that
yeah,
hunter outfit, the
you
yellow
asked
hunter
and we
outfit? I don't know if
answered.
any of you guys missed it. I
And
had
I
it,
know that was a very popular request.
but you can use your textiles to
Before.
get it.
Yeah,
Hey,
I mean, it is
a good way to give
it's
back.
been, hanging there, and it's cool as a referral incentive, but it's also it's a bit of a waste to have it there and be so desirable, and yet it's very hard for a lot of players to get enough referrals to actually get it. So it's we've decided to put it to make it available to everyone on the store and with textiles. So if you want it, you can go get it. If you're sitting
There you
on
guys go.
a lot of textiles, it's gonna be nothing for you anyway. So it's just a way to spend a bit of those textiles, but especially it's just a
Textiles are
gesture to
free
make sure
too,
that,
by the way, guys. You guys should have a
everybody can
ton of
get the
them
hunter
just by
outfit,
playing.
the yellow hunter outfit.
Yeah, and the only thing that I would mention is just the referral program rewards will stay with the referral, but otherwise the outfit would be
That's
plus.
So you can
Cool.
still
I
get
like
it
that.
through the referral program if you want, but otherwise you can buy it in game.
And talking about outfits, there is actually another surprise for season 10 that we prepared for you. It's called One-Time Offer. And if we can show it on the screen here.
One-time
Oh yeah,
offer.
basically it's on the topic of premium credits, right? So you can just, if you want to refresh your apparel, your garderobe, your wardrobe, then this offer is for you because you can get 2,000 premium credits and plus 1,000 for free, and also this outfit that you can just see on your screen right now.
That's
and
not bad.
also cannot announce the date right now, just because I do
It's
not
kind of like
remember
buying an
exactly.
outfit skin in Call
But
of Duty,
it's
right?
coming with season 10, so be on the lookout. And if you like this outfit, because I
2,000
think it's
credits.
very
What's that? $20?
military style,
$20.
then this offer is for
Plus you
you.
get one. Plus the bone outfit.
And
How much is
Those
credits?
of you out
2,000.
there, I'm sure that are in chat that are like, oh, MTX stuff, we don't care about that. This is what helps us keep supporting the game. So it might not be for you, that's fine, but it's important for us to talk about it.
And yeah, you can purchase outfits, emotes, right, with the premium credits like weapon skins and a lot of cool things. And I think that's pretty much it that I actually
Remember,
wanted
tomorrow
to show
season
you
10
today.
does go live,
I
guys.
hope you're excited about
So we'll
season
answer
10
some of the
Price
questions.
Power,
If you guys wanna
as
start-
much as we are.
Start
Just
dropping
a quick
questions in
reminder,
the chat, and I'll
releasing
start to read them
tomorrow,
now
September
and answer them.
13th, on all platforms. Of course, there are going to be maintenance, and
Tomorrow,
we
guys.
will post an announcement later tonight. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff. And actually, one last thing that I wanted to say, like, I do not really know if I'm supposed to, but I'm still gonna do that, just because I want you guys to be excited.
Check
So
my face again.
yeah, he knows. That's fine. I asked him. So
spend 20, get 10 free.
climax mission for season 10.
That thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very nice and big surprise for you. The mission where it's gonna take place. But I'm not.
Not Kenley College.
Yes, it's not Kinley College, but I'm not gonna say anything else because then Morten will be upset with me. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the stream. We try to keep it as brief as possible. Let us know, because we cherish your feedback and we want to deliver content in a way that is suitable for you and enjoyable for you. So we'll be happy to hear what you think. And thank you so much for joining us today. Do not forget, Season 10 Price of Power releasing tomorrow on all platforms. So thank you so much and see you next time.
Yes. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Cheers.
So there we go, guys. If you guys want to ask your questions right now, we'll get into it. Definitely some cool stuff we learned today.
Unless you need a powder shower, you might want to move your ass.
This is the season. This was the trailer they showed earlier.
You were right. Lewis may be a problem.
Well, these outfits are nice,
Glad
though.
you agree, General. Watch him.
And see what he does next.
Sokolova right there.
Who better to lead you to the rat's nest than a rat?
So here you go to your roadmap, seasonal pass. So we all saw this. That's the new exotic. What? Is that the new exotic skin for the Dr. Love? What is Doctor's? The Doctor's... I just saw it. It's red. You saw it? It's red and white. So we actually saw this, guys. So if you guys want to ask your questions, let me know in the comments, guys. Let's talk about it a little bit, and we'll talk about everything that, because I know a lot of you guys asked a bunch of questions earlier, and I think that's it. I think they're just showing the trailers over, which we already saw. We'll leave it in the background. Let's read it. Let's read some of these questions real quick. Are they gonna fix apparel cache issues that have been in Series X 3 weeks now? Have you checked the board? There's a board that you can go that shows all the issues, the known issues. New game mode sounds awesome, but looks like no real rooms, just reskinned from missions. Most content is almost reskinned. It's just they just mix them around. But we'll have to wait to see. I actually think that new mode is actually gonna be pretty fun. I wasn't sure how you would have a good PvE mode, because they've pretty much done a lot of the PvE modes. But the fact that you go in there with no gear and you have to hunt for your talent, it looks like you hunt for your talents, your skills, and then you go through and you have to work from what you loot, right? Well, not loot, but what you get. I think that's actually a cool twist on it, and I think it's the repayability there is good, because there are going to be rewards at the end. So how well you do, the rewards will be there. I think that's going to be good. It's not a PvP game mode, it's PvE. So it's PvE game mode. What's my opinion on the new ongoing directive build? I think ongoing directive is actually going to be pretty good. And that should come live tomorrow. What about the corny mask with the knife through its eyes? Which one's that? Our season's 3 months? Yeah, so this season will go 3 months, I believe. 21 weeks. And then after that, we'll get season 11, and that's when the new game mode should come out. What's the chances of being able to run multiple exotics in the future? I don't know, Black Defiant. I think they should do it. I think they should definitely do it. I think it's something. I want to show you guys something. If you guys haven't already, if you guys go over here to Twitter, right? And you guys go over to, let's go to Division real quick. And you guys go over to this known board. There's a board that you guys can see all the issues that are currently going on with the Division. So let me find that real quick for you guys. And this is a great way for you guys to track. If you guys are experiencing any types of issues in the game, you click on this right here. And you can actually go here and see everything. So if we look, you can see what's been reported. Right now, obviously PC, and then it says what they're investigating, right? So you have everything right here. DZ targeted loot not dropping. They talked about that. They said that it's an issue. They know about it. It's just not on the top of the priority for targeted loot, but they're going to be working on it. They're looking into removing the expertise shade levels. They're unsure. They want to test that out more. And then if you go over here in progress, issues that are being actively worked on, and then you can see what the fixes are ready. And you guys saw with the holster, they talked about that. The new holster, now it's going to have a random core attribute, a 15% weapon damage, and then it's going to have one random attribute, and then it's going to be the same brand set. So we'll see how that's going to come out, not tomorrow, 2 weeks from tomorrow. So when you look on here, make sure you look at what it says planned for TU16, like Strikers Battlefield 16.1. So I believe we're going to get a version of Strikers that's not going to be good tomorrow, but in 16.1, I think that's 2 weeks from now or so, you'll get the updated Strikers. Doctor's Home, this one is planned for 16.1. I guess the issue is fixed. Shrapnel Trap, that's planned for 16.1, it looks like, not 16. So it looks like a lot of these, you have to look. A lot of you guys were asking about this right here, the exotic drop rate. And then this actually, oh, this isn't the drop rate. Where is it at? Wait, wrong one. Where's the exotic drop? There's the one for exotic drop rate. Here it is. So this one right here. So this is a good thing to show you guys for the exotic drop rate, the open world that he was talking about. I know he talked about it. I don't know why they didn't show this chart when they were doing this whole view. I thought this would have been a good chart to show you guys, to show you where you guys could get some pretty good drop rates in the game. So that's something for you guys to keep in mind when you're looking at where you could drop. And I actually did a video on this. So, but this site right here, guys, is a great site for you guys to go through and like see all the issues that are currently going on. Need a last stand modes. I would love a last stand mode for AV8. Did they show the new mode? They showed little pieces and little bits, they just showed screenshots and they talked about the new mode a little bit. So the new mode's gonna be a mode that you go in with no gear, and then so you go in with nothing, and you have to loot not gear, but you loot like talents based on what they said in skills. So I'm assuming there might be adrenaline rush, there might be vigilance, there might be different talents. You loot them to create somewhat of a build to complete task. So it's always a fresh run, and at the end you get rewards, loot. So it looks like it's a really cool twist on. It's kind of like Survivor-ish, but like their own. It's kind of cool. I think it'll have a lot of replayability. People will go in there, play fresh, start. They'll be able to loot good gear and then come out. I love to use that site for work. Yeah, that's what they use it for too. So let's see what else. Let's see if they have anything on their official Ubisoft site. Did they upload anything? Sometimes it takes them a while to upload new videos. But yeah, I don't see anything over here. Maybe on the Twitter. And then this is the new season for all of you guys wondering. So that's the new season on Manhunt. They have the new difficulties and stuff like that. Yo, what's going on, King? Is there crossplay for Division 2 on PC? No, there isn't. What else we got? Anything else? Are there any other questions I missed? I kind of want to ask you guys, see what's going on. Who runs Shrapnel Trap? And PvP people do. Like when they want to just kill people. Hey, Phoenix, thank you for the joining School of Skills. Appreciate you. Hey, appreciate all the members. We got a ton of members today. Thanks for joining. Doing the seasonal track usually unlocks the option to run missions to the regular Trap. Yeah. What's going on, Logan? Any other questions I missed? I'm trying to go back and read some of the questions. I was trying not to talk as much during the stream here and there. I didn't want you guys to kind of like listen to what they had to say. See what else we have. What other questions? Any questions I missed that any of you guys wanted me to answer? Was really hoping for new specialization. Oh, and the specialization revamp, like they said, that's something I think is going to change the game. I honestly think when they release this, the specialization revamp, that's when you're really going to see a whole different game. Like the way people play, the way you make builds. I think that right there is a game changer. But they've been saying that, like, and I've even talked about it, if they release that and that specialization tree isn't 100%, it will destroy, it will break the game literally. Like there'll be so many issues. So they have to make sure they do it right. So that way when they do release it, it'll be good. Honestly, I think if they do the specialization revamp, they should release it with a big content update. Like, you remember when they went to Gear 2.0? What did they release with Gear 2.0? They released Warlords of New York. So if they release a specialization revamp, drop it with a huge content update, and that will bring hype to the game. That will bring people back. People will be like, oh, they got a new expansion or a new DLC. Oh, they got a whole new revamp. The way you play the game is different. And that's what they should do. And I feel like that can really bring a lot of players back to the Division 2, players who left, and obviously fix the underlying issues with the PC crashes, with the targeted loot. Fix those issues. But when they do release that revamp, 100% it needs to be good. It needs to be right, because if they don't, it could kill the game. And then release it with the DLC, and it'll just bring a whole new flavor to the division as a whole. And I think, to me, that's what I would do if I was like a marketing guy and I was marketing for the Division 2. I'd be like, hey, look, this is what we need to do. That would be my game plan. Like, right, like if I was on the team and be like, hey, look, this is what I think could be successful, and that's where it's drop the specialization revamp. It's going to change the way everybody plays. Drop a DLC with it. It's going to bring the players back. They'll be like, oh, it's a new DLC. It's a new revamp. What? It's a whole different game. They'll play it, and that's what I think was going on. And I think the PC crashes, they got to fix that. To be honest, like, I feel bad for we get crashes on console, but I've seen some of the crashes you guys get on PC, and it's pretty bad. Season 10, remember, starts tomorrow, but some of the changes are going to be in 16.1, so that'd be in 2 weeks. The new game mode doesn't come out till season 11, and we'll know more as the season goes on. We still have about 3 months for this season. Drop specialization revamp with DLC season 5. I'm sold. In year 5, 100%. Well, Dave, I think you're only going to be able to pick, and I honestly think when they do that, specializations are I think the specialization weapons might not be, that's why I'm saying, like, when they release a specialization revamp, they're probably going to remove some of the items. So all the items in the specialization tree, say for firewall, for demolitionist, for sharpshooter, for survivalist, I don't think each one of those is going to be in there. I think they're going to pick some of the ones that all work together and put them on one big tree. And they're going to take away some, take some from here, take some from here, take some from here, and create one really good tree. And that's why they have to take time doing it, right? Like, if they were just to put the whole specialization tree, yeah, there would be a lot of broken things. You think they should work on? I think the problem is that they really see Division 2 as a solid foundation of where they want the game to be, and they want to build on it, right? Instead of building a whole new game, building a DLC, building something like that. But obviously, you have to fix the underlying issues. So $9.99 for the season, $19.99 for a 2,000 credit special outfit. Yeah, Diego. So if you buy the credit, right? Buy that special outfit, you're gonna buy the season anyway, right? Plus, you're gonna get 10,000. You're gonna get 1,000 credits back. So that'd be 1,000 credits. So technically, you get the season, you get an extra credit back. So you're paying $10, and you're gonna buy the season anyway, and you get an outfit. That's the way I see it, right? You pay $20, you get 2,000 credits plus an extra 1,000. Use that 1,000 on the season, plus you get the outfit, and then you still have 2,000 credits for the next season. Did they just fix the crash only? I mean, the optimization of the game is still bad, though. I think they're working on it. They said PC fixes tomorrow, plus they're going to continue to work on that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the baby mask, but it's going with their Halloween theme. I'd rather Black. That's what I think too. I think if they can expand on this game and improve the issues, it could definitely be good. Bring back Clutch and Berserk. So the season is always free. So season is always free, but there's a paid track and a free track. Remember, you have the season is always 100% free with Warlords, but you have a paid track and a free track. So the paid track just gives you apparel items. You get a couple more caches. And you don't have to pay for it, right? Like, you don't, but you have the free track, which gives you everything from the season. But the but you get apparel items in the premium track. That's the difference. So there's a free track and a premium track. Stalking players in DZ with a baby mask. Do you think the Busy Little Beast should buff our team too? Oh man, that might actually be pretty crazy if it did that. That might kind of be OP. Imagine having an 8-man squad, right? You're running the raid. You have one guy just hitting all the targets, and then the whole squad's getting the buff. I think so too. Exactly what you said. You said they can only milk Division 2 for so long, 1,000+ hours in. After all these years, it gets kind of meh, even with the changes. So need a DLC or something to bring players back. I agree with you right there. 100% agree. A DLC, a big expansion would be needed. Is it possible to play previous seasons? No, it's not. You can't play previous seasons. You could play the manhunts. But you can't get like the items from previous seasons. They didn't say about special assignment missions. They did say that you could get there's going to be directives for the new countdown missions and then new difficulties. I didn't hear anything about special assignments. I'll go back and listen. They have limit time for each game, so every word counts during the presentation. How would you feel about the division having devs from MMOs to add some influence to endgame? So I can't get the shrapnel. You could get the shrapnel trap. You could get all the skills. When you complete the season, once you do the season, they should unlock. So the manhunts at the very top of the seasons. If you notice, when you're doing a season, they'll have each manhunt in that season. You'll permanently unlock them to go back and do it. So you should be able to get it. Paid season are optional. Do you think... do you think True Sons join us in fights? Well, you have... the captain's going to be helping you, it looks like. Did you find out? I don't know that secret that everybody's looking for. I haven't found it. You unlock the manhunt in the season. I believe ongoing directive is TU16. Striker is TU16.1. All right, guys. What we're gonna do here is I want to go back. I'm gonna go try to break down each segment of that live stream, get like the big points, make bullet points, and then because there's a lot of information there, and then what we'll do is we'll put a full breakdown of that on the second channel. Remember, guys, if you guys want to catch me doing my daily live streams, you guys can watch those on Nothing But Skills Live. So make sure you guys go there. That's the third channel. So that's where I do my daily streams. This is where the main big streams. We're also going to be streaming. If you guys like Warzone, I'm going to be doing a live stream watching the the Modern Warfare 2 live stream that they have going on Thursday. So Thursday will be live. That'll be the next big live stream right here. That'll be on Thursday. We'll be watching that, the new Modern Warfare release. They're going to be going over everything. They're going to be talking about Warzone 2. They're going to be talking about all the new AI, the setting. Supposedly, Modern Warfare is supposed to be pretty cool. So we're going to be watching that Thursday. So if you guys want to watch that, if you're into Call of Duty, if you're thinking about getting back into it, if you missed the old school Call of Duty days, we'll be watching that Thursday right here. We will be live tonight on the other channel. So if you guys want to catch me live, make sure you guys go over there. It's Nothing But Skills Live. I'll put a link to it right here. And we'll be live later tonight. Let me go. And that's a good place if you guys want to catch me. That's where we do our daily live streams. And it's right there. So if you guys want to see me live later tonight or daily, that's where you guys can catch me. The next major live stream right here on this channel is Thursday. We'll have uploads throughout the week. We'll be talking about the new season tomorrow when it drops. I'll be dropping videos, but the next major live stream will be on Thursday, guys. So we will be wrapping it up here, guys. I appreciate the support, appreciate the love. I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks again. God bless. Hey, make sure you smash the like